Hello? What the heck? Ferris? Thank you for the raid. So your first raid? I'm honored. Thank you very much. I hope you had fun with arts. Hello everyone and welcome back to a game that's making us all very sad. Easier to rate than you thought. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's stressful, but it ain't so bad. Happy Saturday, gang. Are you ready to play this game that is just like wrecking us? I hope so. Ahem. Oh no! Remember when this happened? Yeah, me too. I legitimately have no idea what we're going to do. Or what we can do. So I'll do a little recap in a second here. But first, hi. I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend so far. I have a bunch of stuff I have to do, but I got some of it done before stream, which is exciting. Adder Peaches DSG, thank you for following. Welcome. Thank you again, Ferris, for the raid. Oh, Pondering Sloth, that's so sweet. Thank you. Wish I could watch, but I haven't played this yet and I'm planning to. No worries, Fractal, if you're still here. I hope you enjoy playing it when you do. Okay, there we go. I think I caught up on chat. Forgot this is how we left it off. Yeah, and honestly, it was really hard leaving it like this, because I couldn't do anything about it all week. So, yeah. Alright, so as you can see from our current state, we're 15 now. We're hungry. And we're in mourning. Mourning for who, you ask? A lot of people! Octavia sat on this notebook and creased it, so thank you to her. Alright, last time... Last time we said, this is gonna be our year. How do I summarize this as easily as possible? Don't know. Oh my god. Bren, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Alright, well, we're on our way. Thank you for gifting 5 subs to Sauron I, Sin WT, Awak Esek. No, wait, Awal Esek, Tamberlane, and Fail Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you. Exocolonist. Yes, every week it goes up so that eventually I'll get a weekend off. But this week, even though I streamed one less day, somehow you guys still did it. Which honestly is very overwhelmingly sweet. But yeah, if you would like to see more of this game, the timer started at midnight last night. Yeah. If that hits 125 before next Saturday, we'll do another one of these then. Actually, wait, hold on. What's going on in my calendar? Okay, that's not for another month. Good. Alright. So, yeah. We said it was going to be our year, and it was not our year game. We found out that the pixie beans were making all of us crazy and hormonal. So we had to stop eating those. People demand more exocolony. Yeah. Hey, hey. Alright. Basically, we started to have a serious problem with food. We were running out of food. We kind of changed everything we were doing, and we unlocked abilities, an expedition to go forage. We got a ton of colony food. In fact, I can see like 1, 2, 3, 4. I got as much as I could. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Yeah, in fact, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colony food on this page. 6. And then, after I got 6 colony food, my mom died. It wasn't enough. She refused to eat, basically. Saying this while this music is playing is hard. She just wouldn't stop working, and she wouldn't eat, and she kept giving other people her food, and she died. And then the glow happened. And we got attacked by a giant monster. We managed to protect the kids, but Governor Udicott and Calm, Nemi's big brother, both died. All of the buildings were destroyed. The wall was destroyed. Geoponics is gone. The command area is gone. The supply stuff is gone. The creche is gone. All that's left is engineering. That's it. The garrison's gone. But one good thing happened. We turned 15, and all the hard work we did to try to save everyone, it may not have gotten us enough food, but we did finally find a cure for the shimmer. We found out that sunlight was the final key. So we did a test on some animals, and it was confirmed. And so we officially have a shimmer cure. It happened. So that's something. But yeah, we've lost a lot of people. But my dad is going to be okay. I didn't know they were a real person. We protected this kid. I didn't know their name was Nougat. Okay. So I legitimately have no idea where the game is going to go from here. We are currently in mid-quiet. Again, we just found the Shimmer Cure last season. I guess we'll talk to people. I think we already did, but let's just do it again to remind ourselves. Dees is sitting on a pile of rubble looking over the colony wreckage. She doesn't look particularly sad. What do you want? Nothing, I guess. I know it's hard, Cal says, fiddling nervously with a tassel on his shirt. But just think, what would your mom do right now? She wouldn't complain, that's for sure. God damn it, ouch! It's been hard to talk to your dad about everything. Losing your mom, then losing the colony right after. It's too much to take. Neither of you know what to say. Fuck me. Right, I do remember this. It sucks. At least my pet is alive. Oh, there was a hype train. Thank you guys for the hype train. Nemi isn't here, by the way. I looked around for her and I couldn't find her. This wretched planet, Mars grumbles, gazing at the wreckage of the stratospheric. That was my ship! Tangent paces outside the engineering wing, the only building still standing. With everyone living in here, there's barely enough room to think. Alright, so engineering is crammed with families and what belongings they've salvaged from the destroyed living quarters. You could spend time in your crowded temporary lodging in the classroom, or help the adults try to fix things. So my options, I mean, I could apply to be a tutor, but I don't think that's going to happen right now. We could mourn, which we don't really need, because we only have 10 stress. Or rebuild, and I think we should rebuild. I think that's what we did last time too. Yeah, it's pretty much our only option. Rebuild. Gives us toughness, which will be -1. We might get to the next thing. And organization, which we need. You're assigned to help out in geoponics. The agriculturists have been hard at work trying to salvage what they can of the ruined fields and the destroyed greenhouses, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Your dad has taken over as chief cultivator. Succeeding your mom was already difficult for him, and now there's this. He's never been the kind of guy to hide from hard work, but he's been pretty distant lately. Cal's working in geoponics too, of course. He smiles when he sees you. Hey, Solana, there's lots of stuff to do. What do you want to work on? Let's rebuild the animal pens. That seems like an important... Like, we can't just have them out. So... The pens only suffered minor damage during the attack. Weirdly, most of the damage seems to have come from inside the pens, as if the normally tame animals had been stirred into a frenzy. Interesting. Tangent is also here, though it's not to help hammer and nail things. She's studying the animals, trying to figure out what could have influenced them. She takes blood and hair samples and readings with some sort of complicated brain scanning device. Interesting, is all she says, not explaining her findings to you or Cal. Everyone is worried that this will be the final nail in the coffin for your food supply after the famine last year. You try not to think about it too hard, instead focusing on just what you're doing. Doing what you can to help rebuild. Ooh, changes to red. Six. Can I make that better than 31? I feel like I could. Yes, because 333. Good enough. All right, the sun medallion. I got the bonus too. All right, we're back in it. You're eating in the mess tents. Oh no, when you hear something rumbling, your bowl and cutlery start rattling. People look around in alarm. Could it be another attack so soon? You begin to hear shouting from outside. Someone runs into the tent. There's something falling from the sky, they shout. It's on fire! What? You join the crowd of people leaving your temporary structures to gather in the colony square. People are squinting up the milky, quiet sunlight, pointing and gesturing wildly. It's impossible to miss the thing hurtling towards you from space, like a great big ball of fire coming straight for you. Is this it? Is this the end? After all you've been through, a meteor is gonna land in the middle of your already ruined colony and kill you all? What? What the hell is this? The Helios? Sorry, the achievement said it was the Helios lands. Mars grabs your shoulder. It's another spaceship, she exclaims. Look, it's another spaceship from Earth. Excitement ripples through the crowd. Could it be? What the fuck? You stare up unbelieving at the rapidly approaching ship. The flames of its entry into the atmosphere dissipate, but a thick column of greasy black smoke trails behind it. Soon you can hear the whistle of it ripping through the atmosphere at terminal velocity. That is not a controlled descent! It's an enormous ship coming at you way too fast. The ship's reverse thrusters fires, trying to slow it down so it doesn't smash into a billion pieces when it hits the planet. Everyone scatters to take cover. You crouch behind some rocks, throw your arms over your head, and squeeze your eyes shut. You hear the massive spaceship touch down in geoponics, plowing through the fields and grinding over what was left of the greenhouses. Thank God I didn't work on those. You're thrown to the ground from the force of the impact as shrapnel and small rocks zing past your head. It grinds along like some roaring monster, cutting a great scar through the colony and kicking up an enormous cloud of dust. Finally, the ship comes to a creaking, shuddering halt. You and the other colonists carefully crawl out of your hiding places, coughing and rubbing your eyes. The new ship is half buried and obscured by dust, but you can tell it's from Earth. You squint to make out stenciled letters. Heliopause. Huh. Okay. A hatch opens in its side and silhouettes begin to emerge. Silhouettes with guns. Soldiers march out of the dust and quickly surround all of the remaining colonists. More soldiers form two parallel lines from the ship to the square, their guns in parade rest, and a lone figure strides down the center toward you. Why is your chest out? Greetings, fugitives of Earth. The what? Fugitives? The man says, spreading his hands wide. Oh no! A dismayed murmur ripples through the crowd. The adults exchange significant looks. What? Chief Engineer Instance tries to slip out of the crowd, but she's stopped by the line of soldiers. She tried to get away. The man smiles. He has a broad, easygoing smile that doesn't match the threatening aura of the soldiers, nor the smoking ruin of the ship behind him. I'm Commander Lum, he says proudly. As captain of the Heliopause, I have come to render aid and bring you to justice. Oh, no! I'm not going to sneak away. I need to hear what's going on. Listen. Seek steps forward out of the crowd. You're not the commander of the Heliopause, they say firmly. Governor Udicott was expecting Commander Morikawa. Everyone is surprised. Udicott had been communicating with the ship? For how long? What? I am captain of the Heliopause, Lum repeats stubbornly, then adds, according to the chain of command, we, sustained a significant loss of personnel when we went through the wormhole. You can't help but notice many of the soldiers exchange looks this time. You wonder how many people had to die before Lum became commander. As the commanding officer, Lum continues, I declare this colony to be under our protection. As such, you're all now subject to the laws of Earth. What? Ah. Seek bows. Now, they stammer. There's no need for dramatics. We're a diminished colony, as you see. The Governor Udicott died in the most recent attack, and Fluorescent passed away a few months ago. Even technician halitosis is gone. You see, we're quite leaderless. Wait, your mom? What would these Earth cops have wanted from your mom? You notice Chief Engineer Instance is being held with her arms behind her back. She glowers at Lum with unbridled hatred. What? Lum turns to the assembled colonists. Well, why don't we fix that, he declares. Say hello to your new governor. You hear a few gasps of shock and outrage, and Lum raises his hands placatingly. Let's not pretend you don't need our help, he says. And we could simply arrest you instead, but there's no need to demoralize your little colony further. Judging from the number of guns on display, you don't think you have a choice in this. No one knows how to react. A new governor from Earth? Nearly 100 new colonists? Oh God, most of them trained soldiers. What does this mean for the colony? What the fuck is happening? The crowd disperses slowly, and the council members follow Lum back to the Heliopause. Presumably to talk about the future of the colony. You hope. You track down your friends. Hi, friends. So, what do you guys think about these new people? Mars asks. Hold on. I gotta write some stuff down. Commander Lum from Earth was in contact with Udicott. Became commander when others died in wormhole. What the? This is, yeah, this is a lot. Hey, Club. Wants to take some leaders prisoner. I'm glad they're here to save us. I'm excited to make new friends. They're just going to boss us around. I don't want to share this planet. I'm going to say they're just going to boss us around. Tangent nods. They don't live here. They don't know what it's like. And they're just going to swoop in and act like they're better than us. She hugs her arms around herself. Did you see what they were doing to Instance? Oh, right. Yeah. Took Instance under... no, into custody. It seemed. The entire colony, now twice as many of you, sets to work on salvaging the wreckage of the heliopause, tearing it down and combining it with the Stratospheric's remaining engine section. God, I really hope they have food or soil. Spirits are high, though these new colonists from the heliopause aren't like any people you've ever met before. With their uniforms and weapons, they're more like an invading force than a rescue. You aren't sure what this means for the colony. So, most new people are soldiers. Or for your future. Okay, what a day! Boy, am I glad that we ended when we did last time, huh? Late quiet. Oh, wow. That's the theme song. As the dust settles, you rebuild your colony around this new ship, the heliopause. The new arrivals, soldiers mainly, are aloof at first. Many see you as fugitives. Together you build new walls, living quarters, greenhouses, and a massive bunkered garrison. Okay. The Stratos engineering wing is the only reminder of your old colony. The heliopause brought enough rations for another 5 years, as well as a rich seed bank and working hydroponics. Finally, an end to the slow starvation you felt for years. No, my mom was so close. Five years of rations. They also have more guns and explosives than you've ever seen in your life. Even the ship has guns. A full stomach, a roof over your heads, and the promise of safety convinces most Stratocolonists to accept the Helios. In turn, the Helios decide that you criminals pose little threat. A grudging peace is brokered between the two groups. You decide they aren't so different, really. There are even Helio children, born among the stars just like you. After a month of hard work, you and your dad move into your new quarters, and you have your own bedroom for the first time in your life. You place a picture of your mother on the shelves beside your bed. Okay. You step out onto your very own balcony to watch the new colony. Its grounds bustling with so many strangers and strange new ideas. You feel something rising in your chest that you haven't felt in some time. Hope. Excitement. What will the new day bring? You better get out there and find out. I'm no longer starving. We're not in mourning anymore either. Let's rush outside and greet the day. How is this not another level of toughness? I think I'm 1 point away. Alright, well, we need to look at our new home, but... a log. Wow, look at this.
15 is going to be our year.
Shh! What are you trying to kill my dad too? Bren. Hush. Hush you. So this is the new... Oh wow. Oh. You can see all the remnants. Who's that? Oh, look, right, because there's gonna be new kids, I guess? Oh my god. Do you have ears? Oh my god. Wait a minute. That's the kid that I thought... Wait. I thought that was me. That's someone else. It's huge now. We have so many people to talk to, dude. Fields. Look at geoponics. Flowers. For my mom, I hope. Wow. Okay. We have quite a bit to do, don't we? We have to introduce ourselves to all these new kids. Okay. I wonder who will teach Professor Hell's classes now. Tang muses, tapping her finger against her chin. Age is certainly no indicator of ability. Perhaps I may be called upon to share what I know. Wait, what? Why is she talking about that? Interesting. I wonder if that means something happened to our AI. Maybe the soul just turned it off. Cal looks like he's being run ragged. Hey, Solana, he says, leaning against a pallet of building supplies scavenged from the heliopause. Oh, what's up? I don't have a lot of time. I gotta get these over to geoponics, and then we gotta get the plants in the ground. Seems like a new song. Wow, look at this! I don't know if I'm gonna do anything for Ventumnalia this year, Nemi says, crossing her muscular arms. I know Calm wouldn't want me to just stop because of him, but it doesn't feel right. This new boy from the Heliosphere is... Wait, Heliosphere? Did they mess up? Is a couple years older than you. He's very handsome and... Oh, he's got a missing arm like my... The missing arm gives him a heroic battle-scarred vibe. He stands tall and ready for action even though it's a normal boring day. The other recruits milling around the garrison give him a wide, respectful berth. He sees you staring and gives you a curt nod. My name is Vase, Lieutenant... Olivaceous? Okay. We have a new... there's new kids. Vase for Olivaceous. He says, considering you with a glint of challenge in his eyes. And you are? Okay, so we learned his name. What? Maybe not yet. How do you introduce yourself? I'm just a kid. I practically run this place. I'm a soldier like you. I'm into science. I'm an explorer. I'm a hard worker. I just want to have some fun before I die. I'm gonna say I'm a hard worker. I guess, because all of these are weird. His expression doesn't change. Is that right? He says, with an air of a boy who's hard to impress. Nice to meet you, Solana. I hear it's been a rough couple of years for the colony. Lucky thing, our heliopause came along just in time, he continues. Don't worry. We have some of the best soldiers. The very best. We'll keep the colony safe. We were not doing just fine. Are you one of those best soldiers? We train as a team, but... Vase says, then clears his throat. Yes, I win more than my share of zero-G judo matches and virtual rivalry tournaments. Even competing against adults, he adds. Wow, you're pretty cool, flirt. No. Being planetside is totally different. You tell Vase that firing a virtual gun is nothing compared to running for your life through the jungle while a wild unisaur hunts you. I don't know what that is. Well, wait, maybe we did see that. A unisaur, Van says, leaning forward a little, his eyebrows raised. Did you actually say something to interest him? That sounds like a fun sport. I'd like to try it sometime. Okay. I like this new song. Who are you? You're cute. You look like me. Oh. Wait, do you have a hearing aid? You've seen Nomi? Okay. Soldier, kid, hard to impress. That's what we'll write down for Vase. Nomi. You've seen Nomi around since the heliopause landed. They're around your age and barely 1.5 meters tall, only coming up to your shoulder. You've never seen anyone dress as strangely as they do. Their outfit's so cute! Okay, so Vase is officially here. Tough, serious older boy from the heliopause. Hi! Their voice is high-pitched and quick. I'm Nomi. It's short for nomination. Nomination? They do a little twirl and a bow. You introduce yourself. And... ask about their gender? Why would I do that? Ask about their outfit, because it's cute as hell. Oh, this whole thing? I designed it myself. A Nomi original based on the outfit Love and Dula Starlifter wears in the 3rd season of Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform when she has to work undercover as the lead singer of an idol group. They stick out their leg. Only I changed the bottom part, and of course I have to wear my gaming gauntlets. I call them gaming gauntlets, but they're really Envirosuit gloves that I modded so I could play holo games through them. Do you like games? My faves are Laser Fable and Digger Dog. Laser Fable is so much more fun now that we can play outside with room to run around. What kind of holo games do Strato kids like to play? Nomi stops to catch their breath, winded after their extended outburst. Do you want to play Laser Fable? You're on! Nomi helps you install it on your holopalm and explains the rules. Laser Fable is an augmented reality game where you bounce hologram lasers off real objects nearby. It's speed-based, so you're running around and bumping into each other, and there are extended house rules about when it's legal to block each other's lasers. Apparently there's a combat challenge. Okay. Likes fashion and gaming. Oh my god, it's multiple rounds? Dude. Wait, becomes a 3. Fuck you. We could do that. And save these. I think that's smart. I don't like this becomes a 3 bullshit. I could do that. That's stupid. We should try to get as high a score as possible. That wasn't very good, but I still won. Oh, cool. We got some friendship. And a kudo. Right on, sister! Nomi gives you a high five, then with a couple quick flicks on their gauntlet gives you a kudo for winning. They explain this is how they always played Laser Fable with the kids from Heliosphere. Except they mostly don't want to play anymore. They say they're too old for it. They just want to be soldiers now. Except Rex. He's still cool. Who's Rex? Oh my god, you're so cute! I love them. Quirky non-binary kid from the Heliopause. Adorable. Fuck. Hey Mars, what's going on? Mars claps in delight as you approach. So Lana, she calls out, today I had a conversation with someone I haven't known literally since the day I was born. It was incredible. She claps her hands to her chest. They didn't know about the time I played Ingenuity in the crash play and forgot all my lines, or the time Cal's pants fell down, or the food fight we had in the Strato mess hall. They didn't know anything. We just talked, she exclaims, and we didn't run out of things to say. I'm happy for her. Hi. The colony's full of new people. Everywhere you look, you see a stranger. It's disorienting after growing up in a closed spaceship. You never expected to meet any other humans that weren't made here on Vertumna. Oh my god, you're like a puppy! You bump straight into one of those new people while you're jogging through the colony. Ooh! He laughs and holds you steady, brushing the imaginary dust off you and giving you a wide-fanged smile. Oh, this is Rex. You're a puppy. Oh no, you're so cute. Hey, it's one of the kids from the Heliopause. You think his name's Rex? Hi, I'm Solana. Welcome to Vertumna. Oh, hey, Austin. You stick out your hand and shake his, and he laughs. You notice he's wiggling his dog ears. They can really move independently. Oh my god. Pleased to meet you, he says. I'm Rex, and I love to shake a paw. I know a ton of tricks. He winks. What? Who dog augmented you? Oh, I can't see it yet. Okay. Dog boy. Rex puts his hand against his cheek, looking cute and lost. Hey, since I'm new here, do you think you could help me find the construction yard? I thought I might apply for a job there. For you, anything? I don't want to... He is cute, though. No! I'll take you there! You walk him... Oh, I'm not flirting with people the day I meet them. You walk him over to command. Everything's moved around since the Heliopause landed, but the construction yard is still in command where it always was. At the entrance, you meet Mars, filing her nails and looking like she's waiting for somebody. Why, hello, cutie, she says to Rex. Where did you come from? They messed up the color. No, Mars! He looks her up and down and grins. I'm just an angel who fell from the sky, darling. You try not to gag as the two of them flirt. You give a loud and point Rex toward the construction yard. He looks back at Mars over his shoulder and winks as he leaves. Nope. No. Okay, that's too much for me. He's too flirty. I can't be with a dog. They love everybody. Okay, dog boy likes to flirt. I don't know his full name. It's probably something ridiculous. Adorable boy from Heliopause. Augment was doggy ears. He's 16. Wait. How old was... No, he's only 13. You're so cute. I love you. Vase is 18? Okay. We gotta keep a little bit of distance from him then. Hey, are you okay? Dees looks haunted, with dark circles etched deep under his eyes. Why bother, he mutters, pulling his sleeves over his hands fitfully. Why are we... They're just gonna come again. It's pointless. Living is pointless. Oh, bud. I'm really sorry. I hope... Do I have anything to give you? I don't think I have anything good right now. Not that he'd like. He likes roots and crystals. We don't have any. Hi, Papa. Even though it hurts, you find yourself wandering over to geoponics. It feels not good to be here in the place your mom loved and ultimately gave her life to, but not good either. It feels like when you have a bruise and you can't stop yourself from pushing on it because the pain reminds you the injury's real. Like your mom dying is this huge invisible wound, and poking at it forces you to feel something instead of just being numb. Your dad is taking time off work. Your parents worked double and triple shifts during the last growing season, and now that it's over, it just feels so cruel. When people work hard, they should be able to look back on what they did and feel proud. Instead, there's just this huge gap where your mom should be. You find your dad sitting in your mom's personal garden. It's miraculously starting to grow again, despite being trampled flat during the last attack and neglected during the famine before that. Still, various vertumnant flowers are starting to sprout, as well as hardier earth ones like dandelions. Your dad looks up and musters a smile. He pats the bench beside him. Let's sit quietly. Your dad is good at sitting in silence. He holds your hand and you sit together, watching the bugs flit around in the garden. Eventually, he starts to hum quietly. You recognize the song, an old favorite of theirs, one they used to play after dinner when they would sit and talk for hours about the future they envisioned on Vertumna. You remember sitting at their feet and playing with your blocks, letting their weird adult words wash over you. They had so many plans. You think about your mom and how much she sacrificed for the future she'll never see. Your dad puts an arm around your shoulders, and you sit like that for a long, long while. Ow. Not UFO. Hello, my little tomato. Your dad's voice rings out across the fields, hale and hearty. You don't have it in yourself to be embarrassed, not during pollen. Not with the memory of him struggling to breathe so fresh in your mind. Oh. How'd that happen? Alright, so late quiet was that. And now this is early pollen. Are you coming to check on your old man? He teases you. He takes a deep breath, holds it, and lets it all out comfortably. I'm doing great. No congestion, no sneezing, and I definitely don't want to take a hike outside the walls. Oh, you can't do this, game. Your dad pulls you into a big hug, ruffling your hair. He smells like sunshine and dirt and sweat And you've never been happier to breathe it all in. He's alive. I can't do this. I miss my dad so much. I miss both of my parents. They live very far away from me. I'm proud of you, he says quietly. You can pull off miracles, kiddo. God, this game is so mean. Okay. Let's look at our new choices. Wow, there's a lot in geoponics. Okay. Geoponics is a buzz with activity. Repairs to the domes are underway, the fields are being replanted, and hydroponics from the heliopods are being installed. So, all of those are still there. The xenobotany thing is very tempting, obviously. We're very close to the next level of toughness in biology. But I want to see what else there is. Sorry, I'm all sniffly now. You can see the guns on this thing. Command. Let's look at the notice board. We haven't looked in forever. Wow. Colony food, 70% good. Colony security rating, 60% orange. Notice. Please wear your masks when out of doors during pollen season. Ambient particulate may trigger runny nose, watery outs, and mild cough. Please note that we will be hosting our annual Vertumnalia festival during the second month of dust. Please report to Medbay for inoculation against the Shimmer. Hell yes. The council wishes a warm welcome to our new arrivals from Earth and to our new governor, Lum. Blech. I'll play the best hand? That's insane. I want this. I want the bravery. Oh my god, wait, we do have enough kudos. I forgot we made all that money. But I would have to take something else off, which would be hard. We'll wait. What else was there? Yeah, I did a lot of outdoor work to get colony food because I was trying to protect us and my mom. And it made us a lot of money because we brought back tons of resources, food, and research. I also had a bonus at the time, I think. Let's look at the new garrison. The Helios have replaced the old garrison dojo with a huge underground bunker. It's much larger and better supplied and abuzz with activity. Soldiers drilling, weapons being cleaned and inventoried, and animals herded into cages for study. You can't believe how many soldiers are down here. It must be the safest place on the planet. So we can still do lookout duty and relax on the walls. Engineering. I want to try the apply to be a tutor thing. That notice is still in the engineering holoweb. Chief Engineer Instance needs someone to help with after-school tutoring. Literally anyone who isn't a complete idiot will do because she's desperate. Please apply. Let's apply. You tell Dr. Instance you're interested in the job. She looks up from her holopalm like she's just noticed you exist. Yes, you'll do, she says, nodding. The younger, slower kids have trouble keeping up with congruence sometimes. You'll mostly just have to pat them on the back now and then and stop them from wandering off when they're supposed to be studying. No offense, but anyone with a pulse could do it. You wait for further instruction. Instance sighs, shooing you away dismissively. You know where the classrooms are, just come when you're not doing whatever nonsense teenagers do here. Alright, well, we unlocked it. Tutor children gives us what? Reasoning and empathy. Oh, didn't we? Reasoning is one of the ones that I needed. 3 reasoning is pretty insane. Oh, it gives you Nomi friendship. Oh no, are they the dumb one? Oh, interesting. Engineering. Huh. Living quarters. Wow, look at it. The new common area is a hastily constructed platform clinging to the side of the heliopause. Crews are hard at work incorporating the rigid hull into the natural landscape, creating a charming open-air place for gathering, eating, and relaxing. Oh, it's beautiful. Just outside, you can hear construction happening on new living quarters for everyone from both ships. Alright, I believe that's all the new things. So let's think. I think we should go to school because we need more of that stuff. I kind of want to try tutor children. It gives you 12 kudos too. We've never done it and I think we should give it a shot. You show up to class to find congruence teaching a classroom of younger children. Instance is nowhere to be found. In the absence of further direction, you settle in to help the students with their work. After half an hour, Instance pokes her head into the classroom. Oh good, you're already here, she says. I trust you'll be able to handle yourself in all subjects and with students of all ages. Ask Congruence if you need any help. She turns to leave but stops and turns back to you. Thank you, Solana, she says quietly. Since Professor Hal died, well, Congruence and myself are poor replacements for him. I'm grateful for your help. You settle in to help the younger students learn how to use their holopalms to access the HoloNet, Congruence's massive database. Congruence has everything they could ever need: music, movies, games, novels, and comics, a calculator, a timer, an encyclopedia, textbooks, the colony's social media, specialized tools for different jobs like architectural holograms. It's a massively powerful tool, and it's in their literal hands. They're mostly interested in the games. Oh! Cutie. Some understand it less than others. Why do we gotta read about stuff? Nougat whines, poking dejectedly at her holoscreen. The skin around her newly implanted holopalm looks a little red and she keeps picking at it. I just want to go play. That looks infected. You take a closer look at Nougat's holopalm implant. The edges where it meets the skin are peeling back and it looks red and puffy. No wonder she's having a hard time concentrating. It looks like it really hurts. You take her to medbay, put some antibiotic cream on it, and wrap her hand so she stops picking at it. She's excused from the lesson until her implant heals properly, so you spend some time with her afterward, showing her how your own holopalm works. The quieter environment of the medbay seems to help her concentrate, and soon she's zipping through Congruence's archives on her own. Looks like you're pretty good at this tutoring business. Aww! Okay. Nougat's holopalm was infected. Poor thing. Ooh. Six. Oh, but the stinky 5. I like it. Yahoo! Wait. Damn you, Mars, and your money. Wow, we got 5 reasoning. Wahoo! Our brains are getting better. Alright, mid pollen. Okay. It has been an hour, so I'm going to take a quick break. I would really like our reasoning and bravery to go up still. So we might focus a little bit on that and then get whatever we can around them. I'm pretty happy with this stuff, though I'd like my toughness to hit another level. I'm sure that'll happen on its own. But yeah, we need to walk around, talk to everybody, and do more stuff. So, thank you guys for being here on this lovely Saturday. I hope you're enjoying the bonus stream. I will be right back. Hello. You have a small plate with honey, wheat, pretzel braids, strawberries, and brie. What the heck? What are you, a hobbit? How do I get that food? Give. Thank you. I've seen this before. I wonder if Hal hadn't died earlier, if there's a chance he would have died now, and that's why he keeps giving me the message. I don't expect you to know this, but I'm kind of a big deal. Oh my god. Vase says, sure, this is my first time planetside, but among the other recruits, everyone listens to me. So, if you want to make a good impression on the others, you should try to impress me first. He looks you up and down, the operative word being try. Oh, he's combat. Let's try to give him an item. Let's give him a... I got 10 of these. Have a flower. He hated it! He dislikes yellow flower. Great. -1. Base cups the exotic flower in his hands and slowly closes his fist, crushing it to a pulp. Then he wipes it on his pants. You might have thought this was pretty, Solana, but everything on this planet is potentially a deadly trap. Don't let your guard down. Okay. Jesus. Maybe he likes cake? I don't know. Nemi looks around at all the new soldiers that arrived on the heliosphere. That's not what it's called. They can't make up their mind if it's the heliopulse or the heliosphere. Maybe... Or pause. Whatever. Oh, they look so cool, she mutters. Why didn't we act more like these guys in the first place? Uh-oh. I don't like that. Where's my birthday list? Oh god, we got more people we've got to figure out now. I don't want to do that. There's a few things that I would be like, I'd look that up. Well, he hated that, which means mid-pollen might not be his birthday. Base. No. Ugh. I'm worried about our kid Deese over here. Oh, good. He's talking about death again. Oh, I forgot to go check over here. Do we have anything new on the map? That's all the same. Whoa. Oh, it added all these to the bestiary. What the heck? Ricky, my baby. Only mobile in its juvenile form, the Ricky is a curious and largely harmless creature with symbiotic fungal growths. At some point in its life cycle, the Ricky plants itself and begins a slow metamorphosis into a nursery tree, giving birth to hundreds of thousands of seed-like young. My baby! I hope it doesn't do that. Alright, we still have forage in the valley. Okay, so we still have those. Oh, hey, Zach. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the VODs. Your dad is doing some maintenance on your mom's private garden. I can't believe she put some native plants in here, he says, wiping his face with the back of his wrist. We used to argue all the time about wasting geoponics resources on them, but look here. He shows you where some green vines are climbing up the same trellis as a bobber fruit. Even she was coming around. Squidly Ruderson? Well, Nemi seems to be healing from her situation. Rex hasn't got used to life on the surface yet. You remember your first year? Vertumna seemed so enormous and so full of dangers and mysteries. Well, it still does, but the shock eventually wore off. Rex still has that slightly bewildered look on his face every time he walks outside and the sunlight hits his face. It's so bright and warm. I could say hugs incoming. I got you a present. Just give people flowers and see what they think. No. Rex shakes his head with a smile and gently puts the gift back in your hands. Whoa, what the heck? I have everything I need, for real. This place is great. 3 squares and all the hugs I could ever need. But I'll tell you what, he says, leaning in. My birthday is in the first month of pollen. And I love cake, if you know how to make one. Oh, cool. Okay. That was an easy birthday get. First month of pollen. Rex B-Day. Wants cake. Well, that was good. Mars surveys the construction work on the new walls with a critical eye. This is great and all, she says. But did you notice we have, like, a total power vacuum at the top here? Like, who's in charge? The council are just a bunch of scared adults, like everyone else. If the Helio people wanted, they could control this colony. Mars clenches her fist. The colony should be under colony governance, not some outsider. Okay, I do agree with that. Also, do you see her thing is get into a debate now? Well, what the heck? Nomi is lying flat on their back, looking up at the sky. It goes on forever! They exclaim, waving their arms. There's no ceiling at all. I feel like I'm gonna float right off the surface of the planet. Alright, do you want a flower? 1. Nomi looks a little surprised. You brought me a gift? They exclaim. Like, because, OMG, Solana, thank you. Alright, they didn't love it or hate it. It's not their birthday. You pass a group of soldiers from the heliopause leaving the garden. One of them eyes you with disdain, but the rest ignore you. Inside, Cal is scowling as he rakes up a planting bed. His expression softens when he sees you, but not by much. Hey, Solana, he says. Did you see those jerks? They're always sniffing around here, trying to start a fight with me. I think their leader's that mouthy kid, Base. He leans on one arm on his rake. Whatever. Joke's on them. I ain't gonna play their little soldier game. Good for you, kiddo. Don't let them bug you. If they bully you, I will beat up their fucking boss. Vertumnalia? Oh no, I'm far too busy for something as childish as a science fair. Oh right, yeah, she won't do that stuff anymore. Probably because I beat her before. Alright, so what did we discuss? We wanted bravery. Squeak, squeak. And reasoning. Biology and toughness would be nice too. The most reasoning is from this. I wouldn't mind the empathy and the money. But I want bravery. Like, I want to get better at that stat. Bravery from sports ball. Two from sports ball. I have to go so far now. I'm going to... Let's tutor another kid, I guess. And then we'll do sports ball next time. Oh, you know what? I haven't even gone out. Hold on. And the season's going, our season's going quite quick. How do I get out of here? It's so much bigger now. Bravery and perception. Perception animals. Perception biology. I think explore nearby is actually what I'm going to do today. We haven't done that in forever. It might be good to check out our new walls too. Even though this isn't a lot of stuff. But you know, we don't get stress from this. Oh, hello. There's something here. Utopia is working near the gates. This area has been deemed safe enough for kids to go for a hike so long as you're back before dark and never go out during glow. There ain't a lot to see out here, she says. A logging camp, a few fields, some nice lookouts. Oh, thank you. Keep your eyes peeled for useful things, like that there mushwood log. She points to a light, sturdy piece of wood by the side of the road. Lumber carrier must have dropped it. It's fairly safe out there, but don't go... That don't mean totally safe, she cautions. Don't go too far. And if you see anything that scares you, run like heck and make a ton of noise. I've seen this before. What you hoping to see out there, sweets? Stuff to collect? Utopia laughs. Take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footprints, she teases. Suppose it's different on a brand new planet like this one, she says. We actually do need samples of basically everything, especially stuff that might be edible. She slaps you on the back. Things regrow pretty wild out there, she adds. If you picked a clean place... Wait, if you picked a place clean, give it a year. Bet it'll look like you were never there at all. Okay.
Hey, I achieved the funny Nintendo number.
Eddie, thank you for 64 months. Welcome back. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. Hiya. I almost forgot to update. Wait, was that even right? What was it at? Hold on, I can do this. Yes. There we go. Numbers. Alright, plants grow fast during pollen. They've choked the path here, and you can't see an obvious way through. Push your way through. So this is an easy challenge, so... It's only 40. Look how bonkers my points are. I have too many things. Oh, I should try to equal the goal. I would have gotten more money. That's fine. I'll take the perception. You find a good stick and whack, whack, whack your way through the tangle of new growth. Take that, nature. Ahead of you, the road curves right, and there's a steep hill leading off to the left. You bet there's a really great view from the top of it, but it's going to be a scramble to get up there. Hike! You leave your pack in some bushes at the base so you'll be lighter on your feet and then start the trek. It's tiring and even steeper than it looks from the bottom, but some broad mushroom cap trees provide shade. Hell yeah. The view from the top is spectacular. You can see all the way to the colony walls in one direction and down to a little sawmill in the other. Then you spot it, the rock, the most perfect— wait, we've seen this before. Push. We've seen this before. The rock slides and it crushes our pack. Yep. I remember this. It's worth the point. I'm basically paying kudos to do that. Hello, little creature. Hop-eyes are usually docile little creatures. They don't even come up to knee height. They eat grass and hop away. This is definitely way too easy. I shouldn't have done this today. They eat grass and hop away when you come near, but something has riled this group up. Should have gone back to school.
Bonus stream Karkalla celebrate.
Reverend Papa John, welcome back. Thank you for 45 months. Happy Saturday. Something has riled this group up. You see them fighting each other, getting in close, then rolling onto their backs and kicking with their big foot. Oh, you only have 1 foot. Punting each other up 2 meters away. It's neat behavior, so you sit and watch until you suddenly realize you're surrounded. They've stopped fighting with each other and are staring at you. Alright, defend ourselves. Man, I wish I had an option to be like, don't bite me. What? Don't lock that there. That's fine. Alright, we got toughness and animals. The cute little critters kick you, but you kick back. You send them scurrying back off to pick on smaller creatures than you. Oh, we got a new perk. Toughness level 2. Update basic cards in Garrison Gym. Garrison Gym? What? That's interesting. I didn't know we had a Garrison Gym. See no egg. Good. We know who likes those now. It's Nemi, I think. The muck hides interesting bugs and other treasure. For those willing to put their hands down the right holes. Are you? Yes. Looks dark. We could look closer. We could put our hand in there and get roots. Which we do want, so we can give to Dees, whose birthday I still don't know. Let's look closer. More points. You've stuck your hand down enough holes to know this one's probably safe. You can't hear anything rustling around. Alright, get it. Wahoo! Sweet, some roots? You rip a fistful of roots through from the hole. Hope no plant was using these. Alright, we're getting a little stressed out, so... Oh my god, can't type. Alright, we should probably go back. Why does it say a hefty red Xeno egg? Does it always say that? Increasing our toughness level's good. There's the bravery I wanted. Our perception's almost maxed out. I did have a... That is my trait though, I have eagle eyes. Alright, late pollen. Late pollen. haven't checked birthdays on this day. Takes a long time to find Dees today. When you do, he's hiding in the bed of one of the transports used by expeditions. Don't make me go home, he says, pulling the dust tarp over himself. It's too crowded. I can't hear myself think. Alright, have we checked late pollen for your birthday? No. Root, take it. Dees' eyes light up when he sees the gift. Whoa, he says, taking them from you with uncharacteristic delight. Are these pieces of a jellyark root network, or is there a dormant butterfly bush? Where'd you find these? Okay, not his birthday. Gosh darn it, where's your birthday? I've tried so many things. You and Emmy watch a unit of Helio soldiers jog by with Vase in the lead. Did you see that guy? She says when they're out of earshot. He's kind of hot, right? Oh my god. Dude, no! Don't do that. So much for Nemi thinking she never wanted to do any of that stuff. I don't know if my mother knew when I was born how convenient my genetic modification would be in times of crisis, Tang says, rubbing her eyes and her forearm so as not to contaminate her gloves. I can work 3 times as long as the other lab assistants, with very little decline in cognitive function. Have I checked late pollen for you? No. Late pollen. Wait? No. Late pollen is not your birthday either. Dude, I'm so running out of things to try for these kids. Cal looks like he's been run ragged. Oh, again. Okay. I already know your birthday. It's so cool you guys, your guys have people who aren't boys or girls too, Nomi says, twisting a long piece of hair around their finger. Mom and Dad told me that sometimes people on old Earth didn't understand stuff like that. And your ship left Earth before us, so maybe it was even worse then. They give you a big, bright smile. But they were worried for nothing. Everyone's so nice here. Aww. We already saw that. I guess I could hug you. I'm gonna hug you. Oh yeah! Rex exclaims, wrapping you in a strong bear hug. He even lifts you off the ground a little. It's a good hug. The kind that makes you instantly just a little more relaxed. Aww. Mars grabs your arm and hauls you somewhere a little more quiet. OMG, she says. So, I was making out with one of the Helio kids. Don't make that face, Solana. It's no big deal. And she said that they're not allowed to use their nanoprinters for anything except uniforms. She holds her hand to her chest. Excuse me? No wonder they're so boring. Clothes are the window dressing to the soul, Solana. Dude, why are you making out with these other kids? Stop it. Your dad is deep in conversation with some official-looking people from the new ship. You arrive in time to hear him say, "They're not aliens, they're livestock. I should know, I shovel enough of their..." He sees you and brightens. "Excuse me, fellas, my kid's here. We'll have to continue this later." He throws his arms around your shoulders and walks you away. Thanks, kiddo, you showed up just in time. Okay, Poppy. You spot your dad munching on a soy ration. "You know, these soy bars from the new ship are pretty good," he says. "I know it's basically the same stuff that we've got, but it tastes different." He examines the bar with a critical eye. Probably some kind of unique chemical fingerprint from the kitchen nanoprinter. Fingerprint. Me can talk good. Alright, we are going to do some type of relaxing. I think... Actually, we could do the geoponics one where it makes our little pet stronger. Let's relax in the park. You're pulling weeds in the garden when you hear raised voices coming from the barn. Sock's barn! Uh-oh. Oh no. Cal is standing in front of the doors, blocking Vase from entering. What do you mean I can't go in there? Vase spits. This colony is top secret clearance now? You just can't, okay? Cal sputters. Vase tries to get around him, but Cal wedges himself between Vase and the door again. What do you even need? Why do you even need to anyway? Vase shoves Cal hard. I'm on patrol, nullhead. I don't give a shit what's in the barn. But all of a sudden, I care a lot about why you don't want me in there. Cal shoots you a look of pure fear. Socks must be out of her box. What do you do? I just met this guy. I don't have stupid persuasion, but I have perception. I can slip around back and let Socks out. Oh no! Oh no. Hopefully this is good, not bad. Vase wants to get in barn. Alright. Let Socks out. Okay. You sneak around to the other side of the barn and unlatch the window. Socks raises her head at the strange sound, and you beckon her to make a break for it. Socks shoots past you. Oh, she's huge! And you're buffeted as she pulls her long, long body through the window and clatters up the side of the barn to the roof! You panic. Someone's gonna see her! What the fuck? She's huge. That barely looks like Socks anymore. No, Socks, come down and hide! You whisper and gesture to the shelter of the barn wall. She tilts her head at you and crawls back down the wall, sticking easily to it with her feet. There must be 10 pairs of them now, at least! Socks curls up beside you, her great big dinosaur head in your lap. Through the window, you hear the sound of Vase searching the barn. You hold your finger to your lips in a shushing motion at Socks. You hope she understands. After a few tense minutes, you hear the barn door close and the sound of Vase's boots crunching down the garden path. Socks slithers her great body through the window again, and you go around to front to meet Cal. Thank God! Okay. Cal closes the barn door and heaves a sigh of relief. That was close, he mutters, wiping his forehead. Ugh, did you know you can still stress sweat even if you're always the right temperature? He leans his back against the door. It's getting harder to keep Socks a secret, he admits. There's so many people here now and she looks like that. Yeah, you didn't tell me she looked like that! Socks curls up and rests her great big head on Cal's lap, looking up at him with an adoring expression. He rubs her nose and scritches behind her frill. When you saw the wild dilly pillar eating those rocks, what did it look like? Oh, really big! You tell Cal what you remember of the great beast, that even from a distance you could tell it was at least as long as the whole colony wall. That it ate boulders like soy sweets. Back when Socks was a baby caterpillar, you almost didn't recognize them as the same species, but looking at her now, you know that she's got the blood of dragons in her. Cal bites his lip. I was afraid you'd say that, he said softly. What are we gonna do? Relax my ass! I don't want to forget either of these. Keeping my memories like an idiot. Dragon game. Yeah, I guess you're right, guys. It is a dragon game. Alright. Early dust. Okay. I'm glad that my creature didn't become ginormo. Sweats. What do you want, Papa? You overhear your dad talking to one of the other cultivators. He seems to be upset about something to do with the new governor and the people from Heliopause. When the other woman leaves, you have a chance to ask some of the burning questions you've had. Is Governor Lum some kind of space cop? Your dad looks startled and tries to muster a friendly smile. Oh, you overheard us, huh, kiddo? Listen, Solana. He hesitates and looks around nervously as if afraid you're being watched. You're just gonna have to trust us adults on this one. There are things you're still too young to understand. I am not too young. Rebellion. I thought the same about myself once, your dad says gravely, and I was wrong. The Helios came here just like us, looking for a better life, he tells you. Some of them had other reasons too, but now that they're here, we have to learn how to work together. When your mother and I were young on Earth, we learned a hard lesson. He gives a grim smile. We learned a lot of hard lessons. One was that it's safer to be led by one dangerous person than be attacked by an army of them. He lets that sink in. Jesus, what a... I don't know if I agree with that. Oh, that's terrible. I'm gonna write that down. That's pretty messed up. I guess, because he's saying it's safer, not better, so I guess that does make sense. I just hate it. Another was that sometimes when adults tell you not to worry, you should listen to them. Go on, enjoy your youth. He gestures toward the Heliopause. Go get to know some of the new kids. I'm sure you'll find they're a lot like you. Before you can say another word, your dad is called back to work. There's still so much to be done to rebuild the farms and geoponics greenhouses. And you can see people from the Helio helping him. Maybe they aren't all bad. Cal is kicking a small beanbag into the air, trying not to let it touch the ground. He's not very successful. That new kid, the dog boy Rex, showed me how to play this, he says, groaning as the beanbag hits the ground again. It's a lot harder than it looks. We saw that before. So can I just like hug him every day for free points? Yeah, apparently I can. Seen that before. We don't know your birthday, though. Can I give you a gift again? Yes. Is anyone's birthday early dust? No, but this is the Vertumnalia. What did I give you last time? A flower? They liked it fine. How about a mush log? I said the same thing. It's +1. Alright, so that's not your birthday. Early dust. We tried early dust for Dees. We didn't try it for Anemone. I tried it for Tang. Might be able to give Vase something again. Though Vase just tried to, like, bully my friend. I don't know how I feel about that. Bad, I guess. Nemi seems very enamored with them because they're so military-y. Vase is standing by the downed heliopause, hands on his hips as he surveys the colony. Damn, he says, smirking. You all used to live like this? It's a good thing we're here now. He might like this. He hated it. Vase considers the egg with a sour look. You know I love Xenos. What am I supposed to do with this? Hatch it? Eat it? I thought he'd want to eat it! I thought he would want to eat it. He arches his back and lobs the egg as hard as he can against the wall, and it makes a spectacular splat. You're such an asshole. Like, I know you don't like Xenos, but I thought... I don't know, man. Dick. Alright, and I checked this... Yeah, we don't know if this is your birthday. Here, do you want this? I know you like them. Aha! I finally get someone's fucking birthday. Okay. Nemi! Process of elimination, baby. Okay, so Nemi's birthday is early dust. The same day as or month as Vertumnalia. Nemi gives you a little smile as she accepts the egg. Thank you for remembering my birthday, Solana. It's hard without Calm here. Oh. Oh, I'm really glad that we figured that out then. Alright. I want more bravery. We gotta play sports ball. I don't know any other way. You're not sure what to expect when you finally muster the courage to go back to the sports ball pitch after the big attack. Just passing by it reminds you of losing Calm. It all feels so senseless and uncaring. Security Chief Red is here to address you all before you get back to practice. You sit on the bleachers next to Nemi to hear what he has to say. No one feels the loss of kombucha more than everyone on this sports ball pitch right now, Red says solemnly. You're all the ones who knew him best and the ones he loved the most. You hear Nemi take in a shaking breath beside you. Comfort. Of course I'm gonna comfort her. You wrap your arms around Nemi's shoulders and she leans against you. She's trembling. Red clears his throat. Kombucha gave his life in the hope that the people of this colony would one day live in peace. You honor his memory by being here today, to continue to play the game he loved. From now on, I'll coach sports ball in his place. Nemi shoots to her feet. You're not Calm, she yells. You'll never be as good as him. He's dead because of you. The rest of the kids mutter, some in agreement, and others amazed at Nemi's audacity. Red only looks sad. It's her freaking birthday that we're doing this. Red only looks sad, holding his hands out for silence. Calm's death affects us all, he says. I feel your pain because it's mine as well. Let's turn that energy into the field, okay? He wouldn't want us to stop playing sports ball because of him. No one feels up to forming teams and playing against each other, so you just work on skills today. Your heart's not in it, and neither is Nemi's. During water break, she sits by herself and doesn't want to talk to anyone. Ow, my bones! Why are you locked? That's annoying. This is so fucking good, this thing. The Shimmer Cure. Alright, we have 5 bravery. Huge. Oh, right. Vertumnalia. Ha ha ha. Well, we've got more people. We actually get to eat this time. The Vertumnalia Festival is a welcome day of normalcy in an otherwise chaotic year. Despite some lingering rivalry between the two factions, Vertumnalia is a chance for the Helios and the Stratos to come together and appreciate the bounty of the planet. At least, that's what the adults say. As Governor Lum takes the stage to address the colony, you can't help but notice the crowd has segregated itself according to their ship of origin. Rex shoots you away from over on the Stratos side, and Nomi makes a silly face. Vase is surrounded by other young soldiers all looking sharp in their Heliopause uniforms. With Cal standing beside you, you wonder if the two ships will ever feel like one colony. A fanfare plays over the square's announcement system. Lum's honor guard do a complex drill with their drone rifles. "Greetings, people of Vertumna," Lum says, his voice ringing out over the square. "We may be far from our beautiful Earth, but we can still celebrate and be thankful for what we have here. We've worked hard to save this beleaguered little colony from the brink of destruction and should be proud of our work." Helios cheer. Your side of the square is more quiet. "I know some of you have been asking, Lum, how are you going to do it all by yourself? How are you going to run the colony, solve everyone's problems, turn this planet into a paradise and look this good?" Lum strikes a pose to a smattering of polite applause. "Well, I have the answer for you," he continues. "The old council made a lot of bad choices, like illegally leaving Earth, but I believe in second chances. So, I've appointed the original department heads to my own council. Lum's Council 2.0. Better not disappoint me." He laughs and makes finger guns at the department heads at the foot of his podium. "Stay on your toes, Stratos. I also want to promise everyone here today that we're going to make Vertumna safe for humans," Lum says. "Next time those bastard Xenos attack, we're going to blow them to so many little pieces there won't be enough left to wipe off our boots." "Not good. We've already got the defenses," he says, gesturing broadly to the new, taller, thicker walls. "And we're building homes for everyone. Homes where people can raise children again, knowing that our military men and women are keeping us safe." Big cheers from both sides this time. Some of the colonists around you even have tears in their eyes, especially those who lost family in the attack. Lum goes on for a while, lionizing the Heliopause's military strength and casting subtle digs at your failed colony experiment. Finally, the crowd disperses to set up the square for the afternoon festivities. Some traditional and some new. At the tables, Aunt Anne and the kids are setting out the spread for dinner. There's an unimaginable amount of food thanks to the Heliopause's huge ration surplus and the piles on piles of xenommeat from the hunting parties, for those who can stomach it. Anne is all smiles, clearly making an effort to move on, as Lum mandated, despite still mourning her lost son, Calm. But not even the festive atmosphere can force a smile onto Nemi's face. I miss my mom. Cal hauls a massive tureen of stew onto the table. Yeah, me too, he adds quietly. She should have been here to see this. I think she'd be really proud of how hard we worked in geoponics. Hey, Mockman. The chime sounds to announce that the square is set up for the annual competitions. What do you choose this year? They added Xeno wrangling? No. Oh, but what if I win? There's a bake-off now? I don't want to kill... Surely they wouldn't have me kill it. Let's just try it, because if we win, we get a bunch of bonuses. What the? Oh. Without Com to run the obstacle course, the physical competition's been replaced with a flow cow rodeo. The bulls have had their air bladders emptied and weights attached to their grasshopper legs, keeping them low enough to wrangle. I hate that! Nemi joins the rodeo along with Vase. She fiercely dedicates her participation to Com's memory. Oh. This is cruel, Cal shouts. It is! From the sidelines. Flow cows are friends, not foes! He throws a ripe potato at the participants. It lands at your feet, but all three of you are splattered with juice. Vase takes a few steps toward Cal with his fist raised, but Cal disappears into the crowd. I don't want to do it anymore! Aww. Why is this locked? Yeah, that feels terrible. I have to get an 82. There's a part of me that kind of wants her to win, so I don't. There's no way I can hit this. I could use items. But there's a part of me that wants Nebby to win. And there's another part of me that's like, but I want to win so I get all the bonuses that I need to do more stuff. please? How do I... Why is this so miserable? Thank you. One away. Sparts. Log. Wait, that made it worse! I don't want to put there. Oh my god. I made it worse. I didn't mean to use it there. I just brain farted and clicked on the card that was blue. Hello? Can I not use more than one? No, okay. I was like, I know this will make it 32, please let me use it. Sorry, Nemi. Whoa. Whoa. I got an 8 card? Anemone fights hard, but you're the champ. You get a lasso around the ornery bull's neck and then haul yourself up onto its woolly back. Its powerful grasshopper legs bounce you around the ring, but you manage to hold on and wrestle it down to the dirt. Surprised I didn't get minus from Cal. The crowd cheers so loud you can barely hear the float cow bleeding in discomfort. That's terrible! Yeehaw! Chief Surveyor Utopia cheers from the stands. Nemi looks disappointed. Face looks angry. Your performance has definitely put you on his radar as competition. This sucks! After the festivities, the mood at the colony is a lot lighter. You see people smiling easier and often see mixed groups of Helios and Stratos socializing together. It feels like the first time people have actually let themselves relax. Yeah. I hated all of that. Okay. Mid dust. Do you hate me now? Okay. I don't know what he would possibly want as an item. I'm glad I went and foraged though, because it got us that stuff. Nemi's looking over some official looking documents on her holopalm and dismisses them as you walk up. Hey Solana! Huh. I don't know what that was. Nomi is lying flat on their back, looking up at the sky. It goes on forever! They exclaim, waving their arms. There's no ceiling at all. I feel like I'm gonna float on the surface of the planet. Wait, we saw that before. Okay, so. It's mid-dust. Is this anyone's birthday? Not that we know of yet. Okay. I don't... There could be a birthday somewhere here. I'm worried about giving away all my stuff, though. Did we find out what you like? No. But we've given you a mush log and a flower. Do you like bobber fruit? I was saving these for Cal, though. Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Wow, birthday gift! Nomi exclaims. Thank you, Solana. Alright, they didn't like it very much, but I still got +2. And we found out their birthday. Ugh, that was so lucky. I'm glad it was the first person I tried. Alright, so Dees, Tang, and Vase we don't know birthdays for. I'm not gonna hug you anymore. Uh-oh. Cal might be upset. You had plans to hang out with Cal today, but when you arrive at Geoponics Dome, it's worryingly dark inside. Uh-oh. You fumble around in the red emergency lighting until all the lights come back on with a heavy of a breaker being flipped. You blink into the sudden blinding light until the figures of Cal and Chief Engineer Instance resolve themselves in your vision. Absolutely no more of that, young man. Instance scolds Cal as she cradles his hoverboard in his arms. The power grid is not your plaything. I understand, Auntie, Cal says. I'm sorry. Instance mutters to herself as she passes you. Honestly, all of this over a toy. Hey, dudette, Cal greets you. Sorry, I meant to meet you outside after work, but... He looks down at his hoverboard. My board wouldn't start, and I figured it was maybe out of juice, but when I plugged it in, it threw off all these sparks, and then the whole power grid shut down. Cal's shoulders slump. I was gonna ask Dr. Instance to take a look at it, but she told me she doesn't have time to fix a dumb toy. No, I don't have any engineering. I'm sorry, Cal, that sucks. Yeah, Cal sighs. It's just... Cal rubs his eyes. We've only got a few things left from when we were kids, you know? Everything else is broken or gone or dead. It's always kind of sad when a piece of old technology needs to be retired, but Cal seems to take this one harder than most. He hugs the hoverboard to his chest and excuses himself, not wanting to hear your goodbye. Crap, that sucks, dude. Hey, Sprout, your dad greets you. Lots of work to do, getting this flying umbrella off the ground again, but I always have time for you. He laughs and rubs his face. No one from the Helio understands anything about putting plants in the dirt. They're trying, though. Okay. Alright, we have full, not stress, so I'm tempted to go outside. Maybe forage or some... Ooh, hello. Forage or something. Maybe we deserved it, Dee mutters. The new ship didn't save us, it just delayed the inevitable. When their food and weapons run out, we'll be back where we started. Didn't they learn anything? Explore nearby gives us bravery. Again, but... Let's forage the valley. Forage in the valley. I feel like taking advantage of having all of this, stuff is good. And perception, I mean, our perception's almost maxed, but biology is almost the next level. Wait, it's been another hour? How? Alright. I have to take a quick break. I will be right back, and then we will forage in the valley. Wait. Presses other games button. Hello. That's where retro games live. This is new game. Too big for that screen. Alright, we're forging in the valley, right? Yeah. What does she want? Chief Surveyor Utopia stops you and Dee's near the depot. Feel that? She asks. You can feel a kind of ominous distant thumping, pulsing regularly through the ground. If you stand still, you can feel it vibrate up into your body too, like a massive global pulse. I guess we are. No, we're in dust. Utopia says, checking a readout on her holopalm. I reckon it's naturally occurring, she concludes, but it's giving me the willies at the same time. You two better check it out. Mind you stick together and take readings on the way, in case it's dangerous. You and Dees look at each other excited. You follow the thumping, now an audible noise, growing louder, west, until you've roughly triangulated its location. This is cool. You know you're getting close, but it sounds like it's coming from all around you, and your instruments aren't precise enough to help. What do you think it is? Dee spreads his hands. Aliens, he says seriously. Alright, let's follow the sound. I have amazing perception, so... This picture's so funny. hell would I make you eat equals 16? I guess I don't have to play them all. Yeah, I don't have to play them all. Give me that kudo. I get bonuses, so. Eh? You find a machine? An ancient, broken down machine, like a small pyramid-shaped building made from some kind of dark stone or bone that looks almost like it grew that way. The thud of the thumper? Except it isn't broken. It's just so very old and overgrown. It looks more like a pile of rubble and roots than a building or engine or whatever it is. Still, a thumping noise comes from inside it. The vibrations are strong here, making your guts feel weird. You don't notice it. Oh, man. You don't notice it at first, but there's a curious path on the ground moving away from the machine. A line half a meter wide where the dirt is a little more worn and bare. It heads off in a straight line to the west, or coming from the west? Could animals have made this path, or the thumper itself? Well, I'm too dumb to understand it, so... Ooh. At least I got engineering for being near it. You run your hand over its pitted, vibrating surface. How could something so unbelievably old still work? It's definitely not natural. You can even see something like writing carved deep into the not quite rock. Dee starts making no, I'm not doing that, fuck you. Noises under his breath. To the beat of the thumper. I did a little bit. It's a pretty sick beat. Eventually you head back to share your findings with Utopia. Totally an alien civilization, Dee insists. Utopia scratches her head. I suppose, maybe, she says. You said it looks ancient, right? Perhaps there could have been another civ here long ago. We have found other signs, but nothing active like this. It seems to be pointing west or receiving something. She snaps her fingers. There are some right ugly ridge lines out there that have kept us from checking that direction, but we got gliders and motivation. That's half the battle. She makes a note in her holopalm. I'll open up the Western Ridge Riders for surveyors. Oh, wait. Western Ridges for surveyors. Oh my god. She says, then grins. Ooh, say that 3 times fast. Yeah, I couldn't say it once. Okay, well that's huge. Unlocked. Survey at the Ridge and Expeditions. Well, that's exciting. I'm worried that I need engineering to do some of this stuff, but I don't... That's not like the type of character that I'm playing at all. I'm gonna say, Dees is right. It's definitely aliens. Dees nods solemnly. Something about the ground here draws your attention. It's oddly lumpy. What's up with that? Scoop it out. 65. Hmm. Good lord. Oh my god, our perception is so high. We only need 3 more perception, we're done. Whoa, it's a Watato minefield. Underground, the recent rain has swelled the young melons to bursting. You better watch where you step or you'll end up knee-deep in Watato juice. Good news is they're tasty. Forage one. They're so dang heavy. The calorie to weight ratio isn't optimal. Most are too young, but you find a ripe one, dig it up, and roll it back to the depot. Oh! Hello, little buddy. A curious Bricky blocks your path. It's acting strange. It keeps scurrying up trees and hanging upside down to get a different angle to look at you, then dropping down as you try to pass underneath. It may be small, but it's at least attempting to be intimidating. Wait, we've seen this before. Yeah, we've seen that before. I hate this hand. I hate it. This 15 is really as good as I can get. Might be. I think we're saved. That was lucky. One bravery. More animals. The Bricky runs up your leg. We've seen this before. I wish it just wouldn't show me repeating ones, but that's okay. You come across a cluster of mushrooms. Are they edible? There's only one way to find out. Well, there's a few ways. If you're not a coward. Identify. 65, huh? Oh, how am I gonna do this? Oh, this is a bad hand. Do I have a... No. $17 might be the highest this can go. Let's just pray we get a good hand. Alright, that's not bad. Oh. Oh, I got the score. Right, biology and a little bit of monies. Hell yeah. You're able to determine that these mushrooms are edible. You fill your basket with big chunks of tasty fungus. Utopia's pleased with your haul. Great work. We're not getting the colony food thing anymore, so I don't even know if we need it. How old are we? 15. You stumble upon another squeeger hive queen and her multitude of wriggling, oozing children. When she sees you, her mandibles start clicking in annoyance. Whoa. Impossible? I've never seen that before. She looks decidedly more dangerous than the other squeegers you've seen. Seems like your thievery of her royal jelly's consequences. Okay, go around it. Can't get that. That's fine. A dense cloud of pollen makes it hard to even see your hand in front of your face. It's a good thing you have a helmet with a filter. It's not perfect though, and it doesn't help visibility. Be patient and look carefully. If anything, we're good at its perception. The pollen clouds eventually shift, giving you glimpses of something obstructing the path. It looks like a snap bladder, an infamously territorial predator around these parts. Ooh. When they're heavily pregnant, they use pollen fog to pick off their prey. Okay, carefully avoid! You pass through the cloud unharmed, staying out of reach of the bloated snap bladder. It snicks its snappers in your direction, but it's much too heavy with spawn to chase you. Ew. Okay, we're getting a little stressed out. We can do like one more. You've come across another squeeger hive. Uh-oh. This one seems calm. You're able to approach close enough to smell the sweet tang of her royal jelly. Let's watch. Oh. It's absolutely fascinating. The squeeger hive queen coos to her children who skitter in and out of the holes on her surface. You can kind of see where her eyes used to be, but now she's more mound than creature. Okay, we've seen that. I don't want to challenge them. I'll leave them alone. See if we can go the other direction. Oh, I almost missed that. I heard a float cow grazing nearby. You watch them peacefully bob along, occasionally releasing streams of urine or clouds of helium to maintain steady height. We could finally milk one. Let's, wait. Oh, capturing them might be more fun though. And it's more points. Let's try it. It says it's hard. 79? 79? What the hell? Okay. Maybe we should hold on to these. 2, 3, 4. That could get us an easy 20 to start. I don't know. Obviously, this would be the most points we could get right now. I don't know if it's smart to spend this, though, when we have something that's pretty solid. Let's do that. Oh, this sucks. No way I'm gonna be able to do this. I need to get a 35. This is terrible. I feel like I need to get rid of this one. I had 10 kudos if I hit the goal. I don't think I can equal the goal. Especially not now. This is what my slugs are for. Give me that cow. Eventually, you pick out one young female that looks underfed and moves more slowly than the others. She seems like an outcast. The others won't let her eat, and they keep chasing and harassing her. She should be easier to catch, and as malnutritioned as she is, maybe easier to tame. What? I feel like that should have been better. You get a lasso around her and hold her, considering how hard it was. Hold her down while she whinnies in terror and releases her piss ballast to try to get away. You're in the blast radius, but you hold firm. You're able to bob her along behind you all the way back to the depot. Yes, the monies. Well, howdy, Utopia says when you bring the float cow in. What do we have here? Why, you're a real cowgirl, Solana. I'm a mite jealous. She inspects the tired float cow. She's looking a little under the weather, Utopia proclaims. Here's hoping we can nurse her back to health back on the ranch. I'll take her back myself. You can come see her anytime in geoponics. Alright, cool. Let's get the fuck out of here. We're probably going to have to rest. Which should be fine. Caught. I just wrote bloat cow. Float cow. I was hoping that would be a pet, but it's not. Hey! I think we maxed our perception. Holy dust. New perk. Avoid blocking events. What? Slip past all the path. We can just walk around out there and take whatever we want. Dude, that's huge. Okay. Man, I can't. That's quite large. Path, block, events, don't stop us. I would have liked a backpack thing, but that's good too. You've been enlightened by mastering a skill. +1 to all mental skill. What? Increases for 3 months? Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, is anyone's birthday lay dust? Yes, Cal. And Cal likes barber fruit. Let's give him his birthday gift. Well, we need to learn. We need to do mental skills then. I really wanted reasoning, so. Oh, but the kudos stuff. Okay. I found something you might like. It's a blue barber fruit. Yay, birthday gift! Wahoo! Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be able to just go get any item I want if we go out. I wonder if the time will still pass. I hope not. Okay, so talking about the livestock thing. You broke the meta? Did not. Rex is bouncing a small beanbag on various parts of his body, keeping it from hitting the ground. He stops and snatches it out of the air as you approach. Hey, Solana, you want to play? No. Oh, what's Mars doing up there? The power vacuum we know about. Living is pointless. No food, no weapons, no defenses, Face says, crossing his arms. No wonder you were almost destroyed. I don't know what I expected, but I figured it would have been better than this. Don't worry though, we're here now, we can protect you. You're mean. Nemi fiddles with her personal defense plas cutter. Never thought I'd actually be using one of these, she says quietly. I guess we all gotta be ready to defend ourselves now. It's good to see the rest of the colony finally appreciate the work we do here, Tang says. Certainly, agriculture and infrastructure were necessary for our initial survival, but the attack last glow has made it clear that subsistence alone will not save us from the aliens. She clenches her fist. We need to be smarter than them. That's the same as before. Okay, so we want to do school stuff. No, but we have to rest. Can we rest in a mental way? I kind of want to rest on the walls. Let's relax on the walls. They're new after all. You're sort of half-heartedly scouting by walking along the walls when you come across what looks like a memorial shrine tucked into an alcove. In it are drawings and mementos for people who've passed away, including Tammy. You're struck once again by the senselessness of her death, letting the grief wash over you just as strong as the day she died. It's hard to believe that you came this far, through space, only to lose a friend in such a sudden and pointless way. You leave the shrine as is. I'm gonna get rid of the Vertumna Group 1. Alright. Early wet. What are you two doing? Same as before. She's like right next to him saying he's hot. Come on, dude. I'm definitely tempted to go out and just like grab everything that I can. Tang is deep in a conversation with Chief Engineer Instance conferring over a holoscreen. Tang says something that makes Instance smile and pat her on the shoulder, who then gestures to close her holopalm and walks away. You approach Tang, who looks unusually flustered. Oh, hello, Solana, she says. The tips of her ears are pink. Do you have need of my assistance? No. Alright, it is early wet. This is Mars's birthday and she likes cake. We could buy her a cake. Where's everybody? Mars is poring over a real book? With real paper? You crowd around to take a look at it. This belongs to that new kid. Know me, Mars says, lilting her voice like a question. I told them I was looking for someone to draw designs for my new fashion line and they just handed me this. The book is filled with character designs, giant robots, and pictures of characters kissing. It's so good, Mars says, turning the pages. This is what we need here. People with a talent. Aww. Rex looks up at the sky, a look of awe on his face. The only place I've ever seen water fall from the sky before, it was in the shower, he says, stretching out his hand to let raindrops patter against his palm. There's so much of it. Is it like this every year? Superhero cape is so funny. It's 50 kudos. I just got enough money for stuff like this. Would I want to switch out what I have though? Dude, draw an extra card would be so freaking broken. But I don't have another slot yet. This could be something else she likes. Your dad is hard at work rebuilding the greenhouses. There's a lot of replanting to do as well as setting up the hydroponics from the new ship. It's almost like how it was the first year you landed. Cal's doing that. I'd like to give her something, but she doesn't seem to like anything. I guess if we just gave her one thing. What does she definitely not like? We don't know. But she likes crystal clusters. And she likes cake. I didn't find any of that. Do you want a flower? Well, I've had better birthday gifts. Mari sighs, rubbing one of the petals. But this will look nice in my hair. I think. Thank you. Oh, she likes them! That was a lucky guess. Alright. Cake, crystal, yellow, flower. Actually, the cake isn't listed there, so I wonder if that's true. Thank God. Alright, we're all rested. I'm gonna go out and, oh, but it still uses my day if I go out. We should take advantage of the mental skill increases. We should something as mentals and kudos. Probably tutoring? Kudos and mentals. No, reasoning is, no it is. But empathy's not. Engineering, reasoning. Biology, reasoning. Actually, we might get to the next level with this one. Let's do life sciences for now. I'm not worried about the money too much. You hear a scuttling of metallic legs. What the heck? And a strange knee-high robot bursts into your engineering lab going full tilt on its 6 spidery legs? Oh no. Oh my god, how was I ever going to do that? It slams itself into a wall hard enough to knock itself down. It seems to be having trouble getting back up again and is flailing its metal legs around dangerously. Smash it before it hurts someone. Let's put it back in the hall. Ow. It accidentally slashes you with a leg while scrambling to find purchase. Stupid robot. Congruence's TV thingy wheels in squeakily as the robot runs off down the hall. Sorry about that, she chirps. I'm so close to getting its new movement algorithm online. I'll have the Robovax cornered and we can try again. Working with robots is just so hard with no hands, she continues, wheeling back and forth in a display of frustration. This was much easier when Hal was here. I miss him. That's weird. Congruence doesn't need to clear her throat, but you get the distinct impression she's simulating it anyway. If you know anyone who loves to tinker with bots, let them know I need a helper. Weird. Becomes blue. Becomes 5. Hiya! Yes. A lot of biology. Okay, we just leveled up biology. New perk. What? More collectibles? Are you kidding me? We can just go out there and grab everything and come back. Okay, so biology level 2. Is more collectibles. And more slots are filled. I want a backpack. Tank frowns as a unit of soldiers from the Heliopause jog past her. An entire ship of thick-skulled, worm-hungering idiots, she sneers. What a relief. Surely all of our problems will simply go away if we fire lasers at them. Yeah, I feel like we gotta get out there. Go grab everything we can. He's still being a jerk. Is anyone's birthday mid-wet? Have we checked if their birthdays are mid-wet? We checked Dees. It is not him. We checked Tang. It is not her. It could be yours. You hated Xeno eggs. You hated flowers. I have nothing. Fuck you. Oh, Nemi, please, bud. Oh, what are you doing over here? Let's... Mars is looking at a book. Rex takes a deep lungful of air, followed by a bunch of shorter sniffs. It smells so good here, he says. Well, okay, not good, but it's sure interesting for someone with a good sense of smell, like me. His birthday's early pollen. But yeah, we're not gonna go out there until... Oh no, it's gone. I still feel like I would like more reasoning, though. He hates them. That makes sense. Dad's hard at work. Yeah, I want bravery and reasoning. Let's do a bravery thing this time. If going outside can give me bravery, we'll do that. But again, I'm pretty sure it's just the close by one, which isn't great. What? Click on the... Oh, wait. Yeah, we unlocked... Survey the Ridge. Perception and engineering? The perception... This is useless. I mean, the engineering's cool. I mean, I'd like to... Ooh. Boss event remaining. It doesn't say there's any, events or whatever. Let's just look. Let's just do it just to see it. And I don't know what's gonna happen when we get extra points and stuff, but I want to see what's over there. Whoa. What's weird here? Right. The only way to the resting ridges is by glider. Part vehicle, part kite, and all adrenaline. You land on the rocky, broken up spine of the nearest ridge and nearly fall over when you look down at the plummeting slope into the basin below. You are a long way up. Decent Utopia glide in beside you. Ugh! Utopia exclaims. You handled that glider like a champ, Dees. You too, Solana. She peers down over the slope of the ridge. A lot more exciting than the swamps, right? I want you two to stick together out here. It's dangerous in those ancient convergent domain ruins. What? Convergent domain ruins? You look around. The landscape is like nothing you've ever seen before. Dry, cracked soil gives way to steep cliffs, and what little vegetation here is brittle and sharp. You can feel the dry air wick away the moisture in your lips. Wait, what the heck is that? Oh god. Hold on. Convergent domain ruins? Glowing thing on the ground? What the fuck? Crystal stuff way down below, stone structures in the distance. Cute little nose. Flirt with Utopia? Stop trying to flirt with adults. Stone structures and... No, I care about the... Oh, God, I want to look at all of this. That's weird. I don't think I want it, though. Or do I? What's this weird thing on the ground? You point it out. Utopia gives it a nudge with her foot. Beats me, she says. You unearth the object, it's pulsing with light and warm to the touch. Hold up, Utopia says. Don't just go picking things up, Solana. It could be radioactive, you know? Utopia waves her holopalm crystal over it, then checks her interface. Huh, only a little. What? She concludes. Whatever it is, it looks old, like thousands of years old. We've been digging up glowing gadgets all over this region, but got no clue what they're for. You hang on to that one. Maybe you'll figure it out. Okay, they have? Okay. And what is that? Crystal stuff below? Oh good, I get to ask about all of it. Oh, those, Utopia says, pointing to a crystal formation so densely packed into the ravine that it looks like a sparkling river. More outcroppings of crystals decorate the slopes. They're all over the place. Be careful with them. Not sure if they're animal, vegetable, or mineral. She points off into the distance. There's a big island of them over there, like a glacier. Covers the whole damn place. Might be related to the convergent domain, but we aren't sure yet. Huh? And what's the stone structures? Well, there are buildings here, Utopia says. Traces of them anyway. Maybe 10, 20,000 years old. We sure didn't put them here. Deese lights up at the prospect of doing alien archaeology. We've checked them out, but not thoroughly. Mostly just trying to get a feel for who lived there and why they ain't here no more. Based on some glyphs, we've started calling them the convergent domain. Whoever they were, they built things to last, Utopia admires. It ain't just arrowheads and cave paintings. There's real architecture. Machines even. What? I wish I had more to tell you, Utopia says. Most everything we found just poses new questions. The structures read more organic than anything, so... Does that mean their genetech was super advanced? As for this place, we think it was some kind of solar network for them, she says, squinting up into the two suns. Looking at it from above, you can see these big vines traveling up and down the ridges like power lines, and there's hardly any plant life elsewise. Like they soaked up all the energy and made it a desert. But what'd they use that energy for? She says. And if there was a civilization so big and so advanced in Vertomna, why can't we find more traces of it? Where are the cities? What were them thumpers for? And what happened to them all? She's right. That's a lot of questions. Maybe you can help find answers. So anyway, those ruins are the main thing we need you to survey while you're out there, Utopia says, but keep an eye out for anything else weird. She claps the dust off her hands. Well, my job here is done. You're all set, kid. Try not to fall off a cliff. Deese jumps back on his glider too. As usual, he's going to scout on ahead and catch up with you later. This seems extremely dangerous. Okay, there's a thumper, but I can just walk right by it. Ha ha! We should just look for items on the ground, and then we can go back and do stuff. We can basically we could just do whatever we feel like would be fun or lucrative. But getting all the items before I get tired seems like a good idea. My maxed out perception. Hello. What is this strange device? I can hear the thumping just barely. Oh, this is great. We really needed more gifts for people. Especially crystals, so it's exciting. This Place is huge. There's some type of event there. I don't know if I want to start with that or something. I guess we could. Expeditions has been collecting energy readings from this area, tracing the invisible ley lines of power like the one from the thumper that brought you here in the first place. I feel like going straight here is a bad idea because I haven't like looked at anything else here. I guess if this goes really poorly, I could always reset, but I've been trying not to do that. They've pointed you to this cave, a nexus of power at the convergence of many lines. You can feel the energy is different here, like a barely perceivable hum that prickles up the back of your neck, like something's watching you. Oh. It's likely this was some sort of important place for the convergent domain, Utopia says, leaning on her glider. I've sent teams through, but it gets mighty tight in there. I'm hoping you and Deese might have better luck wriggling in there, she continues. Might be the caves inside open up again, and if they do, take plenty of readings and report back to me. Deese is vibrating beside you on nearly the same frequency as the weird power fluctuations. This is the real deal, he whispers, mostly to himself. Utopia nods and leaves you to it. What's the plan? Alright, let's prep our equipment. You get headlamps and a little recording drone with a floodlight attachment. A tiny buzzing flying thing that circles around your heads and sometimes illuminates what you want to look at. It's intelligent, which just means it won't just do what you want. Deese bats at an annoyance. I got more perception that I can't use. That sucks. Utopia also left you an anti-grav belt with a warning to practice extreme caution while spelunking down there. They make you lighter so you can climb more easily and won't hurt yourself as much if you fall. Alright, let's do it. Whoa. Uh-oh. The narrow entrance leads to a bigger room that animals have clearly used as a den. It's enormous with glowing mushrooms on the walls and piles of bones in some crevices. In some places, the walls are made of iridescent convergent domain obsidian, like this was once a great hall millennia ago. You can feel a cool breeze coming from somewhere, but it'll be tricky to find in the dark. Alright, this is gonna be really hard, so... 99? Brother, I was not supposed to be here yet. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do this. Thank you for the... Thank you for the bits. Oh wait, it's 93. I can't read. Whatever, that's still too high. I can't do this. And it's limited, and it's only 3 turns. This is impossible. I'm probably gonna restart and not come down here. I have some emergency redraw hands. Like there's no way, right? I'd have to get a 30. Well... Okay. Okay. I can't believe I did that. And it's more points for a thing that I can't. It should let me overflow that into a different stat. I got a bravery. You find the source of the breeze by tossing some fine sand into the air and watching which way the dust blows. It's a very tight crack. Good thing you and Deese are so small. You squeeze through and have to shimmy along on your bellies for about 10 meters, pushing your gear ahead of you. Oh, it's like that scene in The Descent. It's uncomfortable, but Deese's excitement draws you in. Stop giving me perception I can't have more of. Past the crack, there are fewer signs of animals. The walls are smooth, grown obsidian, which has a kind of melted rainbow oil slick look. There are deeply carved glyphs on the walls at various intersections, like room designations or street names, you wonder? And other kinds of basins, alcoves grown into the rock, full of odd protrusions, all ancient and worn and inexplicable now. It feels homey. You come to realize the convergent domain must have lived underground. That's why there are so few ruins on the surface. Okay. As you follow the cave complex down, it's clear this used to be a well-traveled path. The corridors branching off to other places are now blocked off, as if a big earthquake had rattled this whole area. Only this one main path is still clear. It's too convenient to be a coincidence. The floor of the cave slopes downward like a slide, and it's quite slippery. We pay attention and don't slip. Oh, well... It stresses us out, though. You follow the cave system down, 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 all the way to what must be the bottom of the cliffs. You have to climb down a 3-story wall in the last section and are grateful to your anti-grav belt for making it easier. You're still tired, though. You can see dim light below. Daylight? Whoa! You emerge into a hidden valley totally surrounded by tall cliffs. Did you just come down all that way? You're surrounded by the ruins of the convergent domain buildings, in much better condition than the windswept ones on the surface. It's perfectly still here and as quiet as space itself. What was this? Deese whispers reverentially. Some sort of converger facility? And it feels so familiar. You remember this place from your dreams. And feel a throbbing sense of importance. That is a bit unnerving. Something momentous happened to you here, or will happen to you someday. Okay. You poke around a little, then call Utopia and give her your coordinates. She swings down on her glider with extra ones for you and Deese tethered behind it. You're happy you won't have to climb all the way back up. She whistles. Great find, kids! This place didn't show up on any of our aerial scans. Took me a while to find a route in. You look bushed, she says. I'll stick around to get some readings, but you head on back to the depot and get some rest. Don't worry, we aren't going to push on without you. Now let's keep exploring. Holy crap! Okay, that's a whole thing now. Let's do a quick check to make sure we didn't leave anything behind. I guess it's mean of me to just beeline straight for whatever the cool stuff is and skip all the learning we were supposed to do on the way, but my perception's just so good. They dropped me down here and I was like, I see with my eagle eyes what you're looking for. And they were like, what? What's this kid talking about? Oh, hey, dude. Were you just stuck there? Squidly Peterson was just like hanging out. Pretty sick. Aha. I can't believe I was able to pass that thing. Alright, I actually don't... Ooh, how do I get to that one? I was gonna say, I don't want to do any of the other things here. because I don't want to use my stress levels to have to rest. I do not know how to get to that one down there. There it is. Ooh, hello. This is cool looking, all these crystals. Like, I want to look at all this stuff. Let's do whatever this one is. Utopia sent you a D's to study one of the large crystal outcroppings. Up close, you can't help but get the sense that they're alive somehow. They're angular and hard to the touch, but they have a sort of sponginess and warmth to them that's a little disconcerting. They emit a humming noise. Dee pokes one with his finger. Weird, it almost looks like they're breathing. Study! 70? You could just 345 it. Pay a stinky kudo. 25's not a bad way to start. Two, three, four, four. I only need a 25 now. Give me those kudos. Stupid perception. Man, I just keep getting perception. You notice that they hum the loudest at midday, under full sun. The few crystals that have grown under shaded outcroppings are less vibrant than the others. They kind of look like convergent domain tech, don't they? Dee says. Like the organic obsidian or the crystals embedded in the ruins. Ooh. Let's try blocking the sun. Aha! On a hunch, you cover up one with some ferns. After an hour, it stops vibrating. Something deep inside it has gone dormant. The crystal turns clear like the ones that were shattered naturally. When you remove the fronds, its color returns. Oh, so it's like photosynthesis, Dee exclaims. But it's not a plant, right? Let's try to lift it. They do indeed have roots, and they're really tough. You dig around the base of one and expose them so you can see. They're made of the same glass, but rough and frosted and warm? Much warmer than the surrounding soil. The roots go down deeper than you can dig. You won't be able to remove one without breaking it. I don't know if I want to break one, but for science we should. You wiggle one of the crystals like a loose tooth. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ooh! You're thrown by an explosion! When the dust settles and you brush off the shards of warm crystal, you realize that some of the nearby crystals have also exploded. Are they connected underground? Yes! I know what? My Corazol network when I see one, Dee exclaims. They're alive, like fungus, but also kind of artificial, like the Convergent Domain's buildings. I bet they were used to harvest energy from sunlight, like living solar panels. I wonder if they've been growing wild this whole time, or if they still power something. Oh, wait. Are you okay, Solana? Yeah, I'm fine. All for science. Good thing we did that without doing other things first. You dust yourself off and scribble excitedly in your survey notes. This is an important scientific discovery. Alright, let's... Ah! Okay. Well, let's get the hell out of here. I need to be able to rest before glow, because glow is probably going to cause us to have full stress or something. Yeah, I exploded for science. It's important. Even if we are more of a biology kid than a, you know, machines kid. The thumping. We should probably try to learn more about science before we come out here. This little gazebo is set up as a waiting area for the automated transporters which trundle back and forth between here and the colony. A sign reads, Autobus Depot, Western Resting Ridge. Water catch drone and 4 liters of water per day required in this zone. Should you experience dizziness, hallucinations, or loss of time, please report the location for further study. Okay. Yes, please go home. We exploded, so. Goddamn perception. Again, I really wish this is like going into something else. Late what? Okay. Alright, I snizzed a bunch of ads, so I have to take a quick break. It's been a little over 3 hours, so I'm probably going to do a bit more. We'll probably just try to end the year and see what horrible things happen. So, I will be right back. Hello. All right. Welcome back from ye old break. Nomi is openly gawking at the rain pouring down. Wow! They exclaim. I am not over it that water just falls from the sky here. What's next? Every day it's like a whole new planet. Have you guys had weather this whole time? That's so cool! They giggle and kick their feet, sending up big splashes of water. Wait a minute. It is late wet. Is this anyone's birthday that we know of? No. Have I checked late wet for these? No! Hey. Make sure. Alright. You want a root? I used my root. Fool. Wait, no, I used it giving it to him. What didn't you like? That's the wrong person. You might like crystals. Ugh. Yes! 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 Process of elimination, baby! I don't know if he likes this though. Okay, late wet. Huh. You know, his birthday being late wet. It's fitting. Roots. Dees blinks owlishly at your gift. Is it my birthday? I almost forgot. I hate it when people make a big deal about my birthday, but this is nice. Thank you. Yes, finally! Okay. Boif day. And the crystal wasn't a bad choice. Oh my god, Nemi, you've got to get over this kid. He's mean. Tink frowns as a unit of soldiers, blah blah blah, warmongers. Yes, I agree. They suck. But they did save our lives. What are we gonna do with Utica? Mars muses, sniffing into a tissue. Lieutenant Governor, we're totally lawless. What if someone tries to sneak my stuff? Dude. Rick surveys the reconstruction efforts with a thoughtful look on face, which melts away when he sees you and smiles. Hey, Solana, he says. I'm thinking we should put a pool over there. Ooh. How about a dance floor with giant booming speakers and blinking lights and a disco ball? No, that's okay. You spot Cal sitting in the dirt, picking solemnly at the grass. He's weaving it together into a bracelet. Sometimes it helps if I'm doing something with my hands, he says quietly. If I start to feel scared or upset, I just take a deep breath and try to reconnect with the planet. I love him so much. How do we want to rest? I think in here. Let's relax in the park. Oh, the garden is full of people from the heliopause. They move around in clumps of 2 or 3, gasping in awe at every new flower. The helio is much faster than the stratospheric was, so they spent a lot of less time in space to get here. Oh, that's interesting. Their memories of Earth are much more fresh. But I bonded with my sweet Ricky. Oh my god, yes, let's get rid of this. Our first steps. Alright, Glow's here. Glow's no time to be exploring. But there's an item right there. How will I get that crystal? Wait, what? How the hell did I do that? I picked it up from over there. Hold on. That's my perception, you see. Nemi appears on edge. Oh, it's been a year. Constantly looking over at the walls. I just, you know, we gotta be ready, right? She says seriously. Oh, they could come at any... A door bangs open somewhere and Nemi jumps, her hand going to her personal defense blast cutter. God, sodding, she mutters. Get it together, Nemi. Oh, bud. Ugh. When is your birthday? Yeah, right? We just figured it out, right? Yeah. Okay. Did I write that down? Yes, it's just a weird spot. Am I worried about an attack? He shrugs. No, we'll be fine. The governor's got this. And more importantly, we've got explosives. I'd like to see those alien animal null shits beat this. This is clearly something. I hate that. Finally, an acceptable season, Tang says, looking relaxed for the first time all year. Not too bright, not too warm. If only it was like this all year long. I wonder, have I ever tried someone's birthday for the glow? No. Is your birthday glow? You seem to like it. I don't think it is. Okay, not glow. I'm running out of things to check for her. Late dust, mid wet, late quiet, early dust, late pollen, glow. We've tried all of those. Maybe it overlaps with... Wait a minute! I'm so stupid! You're twins with D's. I forgot they were twins, not just siblings. Son of a bitch! Tang. Her birthday was yesterday. Alright, farts. Well, I hope you like your stupid flower. I completely forgot they were twins. Because they look nothing alike. Cal's hiding in the shed trying to calm down Socks. Shh! It's okay, girl, he says, stroking her little head. It's not little anymore. I know. Glow makes you feel weird. It'll be over soon. It'll be okay. Maybe that's why the people here lived underground. To, like, avoid the glow stuff. He shoots you a brave smile. She always knows when bad things are gonna happen. It makes me worried. You spot your dad standing stock still, his eyes closed and head tilted to listen. Hey, Gooseberry, he says, recognizing you just from the sound of your footsteps. You ever paid attention to the planet during glow? Feels different. He blinks his eyes open. It's like a hum, he continues. Maybe from the plants. Heck, maybe the wormhole. That's an interesting observation, Papa. Have you told any of the scientists this? Deese looks up at the dark sky, illuminated by the fungal glow coming from the forest. Do you think it's gonna make a difference? He asks, not looking at you. The soldiers, the walls, the explosives. They're gonna keep coming harder and harder until we're dead. You're probably right. Where the hell are the new kids? Are they like hiding in the crush? Other than Soldier Boy, they don't seem to be out here. Well, we're refreshed. So... I wanted more bravery. Didn't Spurt's Ball give us bravery? We can't go out. Bravery. Let's try to keep Nemi company as well. This is an important bad time for her. Training in the dark is really hard. You lose a lot of sports balls under the bleachers and in dark corners this month. You submit a request to engineering to make some sort of glow-in-the-dark paint so it's easier to spot the ball. But it gets rejected for not being a priority concern. Oh, come on! Good enough. How is that not the first bravery perk? I feel like it should be. Here we go. You're relaxing in your quarters with your dad when you hear the colony siren. The enemy is here. Your dad looks up from his novel. Huh. Seems early this year. We should head to the shelter in the lounge. You've been drilling on new evacuation procedures for the past month. There's no need to be a hero now that there are so many new soldiers from the Helio. It's probably best if you just follow instructions and head to the lounge with your dad. That bravery, baby! It said it's probably best. Hold on. If we go to the lounge, we could protect people there. But I want to see. Oh, wow. Heroic. Okay. I want to see with my own eyes if we're actually being attacked, to be honest. You muster with the rest of the defense force at the gates. Red and Lum are arguing about what tactics to employ. Lum keeps trying to rally the soldiers with a heartening speech about giving it everything they've got. All the drones, all the explosives, and Red keeps cutting in. We don't need to take any big risks, Red insists. It's a smaller attack and we have more than enough plas rifles and turrets. We should save our resources for when we do need them. Why do things halfway? Lum exclaims. We need to get in there and kick their asses back to the goo they came from. We need to show people that we have everything under control for morale. Oh my god, you dick. This guy's gonna get us all fucking killed. Red tries one more time to wrest control of the forces back from Lum, but Lum cuts him off. Fire the explosive rounds, he orders. Arm the charges. Ah. Shells scream through the permanent night, followed by explosions you feel vibrate up through your boots. The Helios are unfazed, but you and the other Strato guards exchange nervous looks. You hear yelling, then another boom as the secondary explosives detonate. The baying of bloodthirsty animals reaches your ears, then... We're making it worse! Lum holds his fingers to his hear-speak. Great work! Just the stragglers incoming! Open the gates! I don't want to fight them, I want to let them go! Oh... Card becomes 2 in the middle is so rude. My 7s. I don't want to use these. They'd be so good together. Look how awful that is. If I do them together, they're all 7s. Fuck you. You know what? This is our first turn. This is our first turn. Oh my god. This is so mean, dude. Think of all the points I would have. Ridiculous. Sure. It's easy anyway. Get some combat points, I guess. And money. You face off against a lesser Xeno, some kind of finned semi-aquatic thing, already half dead and limping doggedly through the gates. It's almost comical how easy it is to stun and kill it. No! By the time you're done, the other soldiers have dispatched the rest of the creatures. Smoke drifts in from the battlefield from the explosions, an acrid scent of triumph. After the attack, Lum gathers everyone in the lounge and holds a big celebration for the soldiers. There's feasting and drinking and songs of valor, and as the party goes on long into the night, some drift away in pairs or more. Mars and Rex keep the dancing going. Even Nemi seems to relax, especially when the other cadets invite her to drink with them. Tonight, everyone seems convinced that this victory means the colony will be safe forever. Maybe it will be. You sure want to believe it, too. I don't! So nothing horrible happened. And at the same time it did. We wasted a bunch of ammunition. Alright. New guy wasting ammo and resources. Start age 16. Well, we got the heroic thing. That's exciting. So we can work on our toughness and animals, I guess, and max them out. But do we even really need to? I think... we should probably worry about that. So now that I know that Tang has this, I'm dumb, and Tang's birthday is the same, we only need a Vase's birthday. And we can start working on that. If none of the other birthdays overlap, it's either in Quiet or Pollen. I guess we didn't check Mid-Wet. No. Wait. Midwet is Nomi's birthday, so if they don't overlap. Wait, I wrote mid-dust. No, it's mid-dust. I'm not wrong. Midwet, I did not check. Yeah, I just didn't check it. Okay. That's fine. Anchor armor. Well, nobody died. Nobody died this year. Kind of. I wonder if I should focus on strength. We could do whatever gives us biology and animals again. But I definitely think that we should try to hit, I guess 35 is that for bravery? No one really wants to talk to me. And we could keep trying to get more science stuff. They were right though, it is harder. It's harder to get stuff at the beginning. I just picked up something. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, I think I'm done for today. We did a whole year. It just went a little bit faster than the last one. Because nothing horrible happened. We have a decent amount of money. And I think I might buy an item. Well, you know what? A lot of things happened. It was just mostly positive things. I still can't believe another group of people are here now. But we're officially 16. Gotta write that down. And it is early quiet again. I gotta think about what I'm gonna do. I really wanted more like persuasion and reason. Like I want everything, but it's hard. Also, our cards are getting kind of like, I know we don't have a lot of these, but I feel like they come up all the time. If we just draw these, we're good. Okay. I'm done. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you again for contributing to the sub goal that makes it possible to do these every Saturday. I highly doubt we'll hit this, and that is okay. But if we do, there will be another Exocolonist stream next Saturday. I will be back with my next stream on Monday. We're going to be continuing to play Vandal Hearts 2, which is already wonderful. And, I don't want to say similar in tone to this. I would say that it is similar in severity, maybe, but not tone. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.